All right, so picking up from the last video, one more time here. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit. Fixed cost. Fixed cost is what you pay when you have no product or you haven't got anything. So we have no number of books, but we had to pay $5,000 up front. So that's our fixed cost. Where is the line on the graph? It strikes the y-axis. So there's 5,000 on the y-axis. So if it's graphical, you just look at the graph. Where does it hit the y-axis? That's your fixed cost. Next question is, what is the rate of change? Well, we already talked about it up here. Okay, our first difference is our rate of change. All right, so same as it was yesterday or in the last lesson, rate of change, ROC, equals FD, first differences. So therefore, it is, oops, let's put one more thing in there. Remember, it's equal to the unit rate. All right, so therefore, $10 per book. All right, so what is the change of rate? Well, rate of change, first difference, unit rate, it's all the same. It is $10 per book, and that's given in the question. As soon as you see that word per, different color here, per is a unit rate. As soon as you have unit rate, you know first differences, you know rate of change. All right, I'm getting pumped, I'm getting excited at this point. So if you let the number of books ordered by, if you let the number of books ordered be n, it shouldn't be by, bn, write an equation for the cost of producing n books. We've already done this, all right? This equation up here, we've done all the hard work. So it's done. So instead of using x, they want us to use n. Fine, whatever they want us to use. So cost equals n times first differences plus the fixed rate. And there you go. All right? So you can do these questions already. We've already done them. And you see the process that's involved. All right. Last slide. So, properties of partial variation. Okay, first one, does not go through origin. Does not go through origin. All right, so it'll never go through 0, 0. Okay, it will form a line, it'll be linear. All right, the fixed value is located where x equals 0. So in the table of values, wherever your x value is 0, you have the fixed cost. The fixed value is where the graph hits the y-axis. All right, so there are your 4 major points. Cross that little dot out. I'm not going to go with the fifth. All right, so there we go. Those are your properties. Does not go through the origin. It's linear. Fixed value is located where x equals 0. And the fixed value is where the graph hits the y-axis. All right, so last thing here. Comparing the two. Comparing direct and partial variation. If you have some extra room, you might want to create it. All right, so I'm just going to make, oops, don't do that. Take that back. We're going to make just a quadrant 1 graph. It's just going to be a sketch. So like I said, if you got room, you can work down. It's not a big deal here. So direct variation, it goes to the origin. So on your picture, put a circle. So there's a direct variation, goes through 0, 0. With partial, it does not go through 0, 0. All right, so there's your distinct differences. All right, with the equation, we will get y equals x multiplied by, I'm going to stay with our notation, first differences. Okay, the other one for partial variation, y equals x times first differences plus some fixed value. All right, so some fixed value. So I'm just going to underline it on mine to show that that's the difference between the two. All right? And as far as a relationship goes, you know what? I'm going to call this, let's change it to T-chart. No one uses relationship. There we go. T-chart. So I've got a black line there. Let's use it. And we'll create the same thing right here. So in a T-chart, 0, 1, 2, it has to be 0, and then it doesn't really matter. Let's say 5, 10. All right, so there's your key right there for a direct. That make the sound when you draw your box. All right, over here, 0, 1, 2, it will be 5, 10, 20. And what we're going to do here, I'm just going to say that number there, never 0. It can be any other number in the world, but never ever 0. So there is your comparison between direct and partial. Graphically, equation, T-chart. So if I give you any of these forms, I need you to be able to tell me whether it's direct or partial. That is the goal. All right, we are going to be doing in Unit 4, we're going to be going through and mixing them up. So it's going to be separated in this unit. It'll be specific on the test and the quiz. It'll have a title. Next unit, though, we're going to mix them up. All right, so we're starting to move toward being able to identify. That's it. Excellent job. If you have any questions, this is when you stop that video and talk to your teacher, ask for help. On to the worksheets and get ready for that test. Good luck, and see you in Unit 4.